Welcome to this ACE Table Management Systems training video. In this video, we'll show you how to confidently manage tables, assign staff, track player activity, and handle key transactions using ACE TMS. Let's start with the basics, opening a table. On the pit layout, select the table you want to open. Tap View Table to check its status. If the table is grayed out, it's currently closed. Just tap the table, then tap Open in the pop-up window. The table float screen appears. Here, enter the chip count for each denomination. These fields are designed for quick, accurate entry, making your opening routine faster. If your opening float doesn't match the previous closing float, the system will display a confirmation message. This is an added safeguard, especially for PAR environments. Once you acknowledge the alert, system prompts for authorizations. Depending on your setup, up to 3 levels may be required. Typically, the pit manager, inspector, and dealer, each confirmed in sequence with a fingerprint scan. After all approvals, you'll see Open Table Successful. Your table is now live and ready for transactions. Before the action starts, dealers and inspectors need to be logged in for every shift or updated whenever there's a handover. To assign or change the dealer, tap the dealer icon on the table screen and follow the prompt for fingerprint verification. For inspector changes, tap the inspector icon and scan the fingerprint of the authorized staff member. Next, let's open a player session. This is crucial for tracking every bet and buy-in at your table. Tap the plus icon and the player seat to start. You'll see 3 options. Member search. Find and select a registered player without a card. Search their name. Tap the magnifying glass and choose from the list. Anonymous player. Use this when the player doesn't want to provide details. Simply enter a description and proceed. Card insertion. For the fastest identification, tap the plus icon, then insert the player's membership card into the reader. The system will recognize the card instantly. If a player already has an active session elsewhere, a notification pops up to keep things in order. Record play and track chips functions are designed to capture player activity. To record play, tap the player to open their transaction screen, tap Record Play, enter their average bet, and confirm. The system confirms with a successfully recorded average bet prompt on the screen. To track chips, tap Track Chips and enter the chip quantities by denomination. Confirm to log the data. Both functions are designed to keep session and chip records up to date for each table. To view real-time stats for active players, use the current player results. With your table open, tap Results in the bottom left corner of the screen. Next, select the Current Player tab. The Table Results view will open. Navigate to the Current Player tab. Here, you'll see live data for every active player session. Name, position, session start, card number, hold, buy-in, value chips, and net result. The buy-in function allows you to record different types of player buy-ins directly at the table, whether by cash, card, or chip. To start, tap the player's seat to open transactions. When enabled, you'll see several buy-in options like cash, card, value chips, credit chips, or promo chips. Here's how it works. For value chips, enter the quantity, like 1,000 pieces of chip 25. The system logs it right away. For cash buy-ins, enter the amount. For example, 10,000. Then scan the inspector's fingerprint to authorize. Only those with proper access can approve, keeping your table secure. For card buy-ins, insert the player's card, enter the amount, and authorize with a fingerprint. Table Count lets you record chip estimates and live player head count. Tap your table, then select Table Count under Table Transactions. Enter chip estimates by denomination. If your count differs from the last by more than the system's allowed variance, a red warning appears, giving you a chance to double-check. After entering estimates, scan your fingerprint for confirmation. You'll see hourly chip count successfully recorded. Enter the current player head count. Then confirm. The system will display successfully recorded head count. Requesting fill from the cash desk at the table. Tap the table icon and select Fill under Table Transactions. Enter chip quantities needed, then authorize with your fingerprint. The cash desk is instantly alerted, and a red blinking notification appears on their screen. The chip bank processes and authorizes the fill, logging the transaction automatically. When the chips arrive at the table, tap Accept and scan your fingerprint to complete the process. When you need to return excess chips, tap the table icon, then Credit. Enter chip quantities to return, confirm, and scan your fingerprint. The cash desk receives the request, processes, and authorizes. Once completed, you'll see confirmation on your terminal and in the transaction summary. The correction function allows you to fix transaction errors in player sessions. Start by tapping the table to open the Table Actions screen. Under Table Transactions, select Corrections. You'll see two options: Chip Hold Correction, used to fix errors in cash-out values; Buy-in Correction, used to correct mistakes in recorded buy-ins, whether for a member or an anonymous player. The process is just as simple. Choose the incorrect buy-in transaction from the list. Enter the corrected amount. Then confirm. Depending on your site setup, a supervisor or pit manager may need to authorize the correction with a fingerprint. Once authorized, it automatically updates the session records, recalculates chips in play, float, and player balances, and logs every change. When a player is done, their session must be closed to finalize stats. Tap the player's seat, then Close under Player Session. The system will prompt you to track the player's final chips in play and enter their average bet. Once closed, the player is removed from the table layout. To review, tap Results and go to Player History for Shift. Here you'll find all session details for audit and reconciliation. At the end of the gaming day, always close your tables. Tap the Open Table, highlighted in green, then tap Close under Table Status. Enter the closing float. Count chips by denomination. Up to 3 authorizations may be required, confirmed by fingerprint. When done, you'll see Close Table Successful. This locks all data for end-of-day procedures and keeps your operation secure and accurate. And that wraps up this training video. Until next time, thank you for choosing ACE Systems.